Hey, shalom, shalom. All praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at the great millstone who do rule and teach well. Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, to all the sincere believers out there listening and learning. So we're going to jump right into it. This is from the People's Voice.tv. And as you can see the title, European Central Bank admits central bankers will lose control of humanity without CBDCs. So right there in the title, you see what this is all about. This is all about control, okay? This is why they want to move this society into a technocracy, okay, where everything is going to be tracked, traced. If you disagree with the powers that be, you're going to be cut off at a moment's notice. This is why they want everybody moving to these electric vehicles. They want to do away with physical money, cash, all right, which that's not real money. But in this society, the point is that they don't want you to be able to control anything tangible. See, they want you to live in a world where everything is pretty much imaginary. See, because even when you think about it, the money that you got in your bank account right now, let's say that you got 100,000 in your bank account. If you wanted to go to the bank right now and withdraw all your funds from that account, you couldn't do it. They might give you 30% of what you got in there, but they don't keep the full amount of the money that's in your account inside the bank. Okay, they'll give you a small portion, but then they'll tell you, oh yeah, we're gonna have to order the rest, which that's known as what? Fractional reserve banking. Okay, but the point is, the zeros that's behind the numbers, that's behind the ones and twos in your account, it ain't real money. You see, it ain't no real money, man. And in the event of a catastrophic event such as a nationwide blackout, well, guess what? All these banks are connected to the grid anyway. So where, what is going to happen to your money in the event that the system crashes, in the event that there's a blackout? Well, guess what? You're going to lose everything. And the solution is going to be, well, hey, now you got to take this CBDC. We're going to give you universal basic income. We're going to give you housing. We're going to give you everything. You ain't got to worry about nothing. All you got to do is take this micro CHI to the P in your brain or in your right or your left hand, and you're going to be good. All right, which that's you selling your soul unto the beast, man. All right, bowing down to the image of the beast and his system, which for the elect is not an option. Yeah, but it's all about control. See, this is all about them desiring to be like the Most High. Okay. Central bankers will lose their power and grip on humanity if they are unable to introduce central bank digital currencies in the near future. So you see, this is in the near future. All right, this thing is coming close, sooner than what you believe. And it's crazy, this late in the game, you still have leaders of camps that are out here pushing false doctrine, talking about the MOT to the B is sleeping with white women. It's an embargo. Oh, you don't need to worry about it. That's not going to happen in our lifetime. You have guys that are actually teaching these things in the midst of this great reset that's about to be set up. Because keep in mind, right, what they're about to bring, this originally was set for 2030, because this was their 2030 agenda, which they began at the end of 2019 going into 2020. So they about 4 years in now, but they see that all of what's going on within the earth, that their time is short. Revelation 12:12. The devil cometh unto you with great wrath, for he knows that he hath but a short time. So this great wrath they're about to come with, these unrighteous decrees, this is also fulfill their agenda, okay, which this 2030 agenda is being sped up. You see, now it's really a 2025 agenda. You know what I'm saying? They want to put these things in place and have this full great reset set up by 2025. You know what I'm saying? That also goes into Job, the 20th chapter, where it speaks about, terrors making him afraid on every side and that it would drive him to his feet. Well, yeah, this devil is afraid, man. He's seeing all kinds of things. He's seeing chariots. He's seeing mass judgments take place in the earth, natural disasters. His infrastructure is being destroyed. You know what I'm saying? He's being confounded at every turn. So yeah, right now, he got to speed it up. He got to put this agenda into warp speed. So he scrapped the 2030 and said, yo, we about to go for 2025 because this is the deal right now. We ain't got that much time left. You see? But yeah, this is going to happen in the very near future, according to European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde. Saying the quiet part out loud, Lagarde said that central bankers, quote, risk losing the role of anchor in the global elite It's like if the global elite do not respond to the demand for digital payments by rolling out CBDCs, and they've been grooming people for years to get used to this, digital infrastructure, man. Like think about how it was before the pandemic. Before the pandemic, using cash was normal. After the pandemic, they told you, oh yeah, well, we don't want to deal with physical money because of the CV, and we don't know who got germs, or you passing it around, you spreading it. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole narrative. Now, a lot of businesses don't even take cash at all. They say, oh yeah, we're a cashless business. Which again, if you're going to want to be down with this B system, you're going to have to be cashless. See, you're going to have to abide by the rules of the B system, which is a complete totalitarian technocracy, which everything will be connected to the grid. Every single thing will be connected to the grid, man. This also goes into what Klaus Schwab said, you shall own nothing and you will be happy. Well, if you're not going to own nothing, who's going to own, who? It's going to be the elites, okay? It's going to be the elites of Esau, Edom. They're going to control you, okay? And you ain't going to have nothing. You're going to be a perpetual slave, man. That's what they want to bring upon the earth. According to Lagarde, cash must be phased out altogether in the near future so that all transactions can be monitored and controlled by the global elite. So there you go. Okay, this whole thing is about control. Okay, taking away, your independence. Having to depend on the system for all of your needs. You see, this is why there's a war on the farmers. This is why there's a war on small and independent businesses, man. Because they don't want there to be any avenues of, having any kind of self-sustainability outside of the beast system. They want to gather together all nations, all people unto them so that they can be Lord and God over you. This is exactly what's playing out before your very eyes, to those that have eyes to see and ears to hear, man. All right, prophecy is speaking loud and clear, as it says in Habakkuk 2 and 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, though it tarry, wait for it. We're in the time where this vision is speaking loud and clear. You can't get around it no more, man. That's why all those guys that speak against the MOTB being the micro C-hip, they're going to be confounded, man. Okay, they're going to have to explain to their congregation why they wasn't teaching this all along. All right. And some of them are going to act like they've always been teaching it. But hey, it is what it is, man. The Lord knows the hearts of men. All right. You can put on a front for men, but the Lord sees what you all about, man. All right. And these guys are going to be found guilty of leading the flock astray, because all this time you knew, but you took the bag from Esau, Edom, because you want to have status. You want to have some sort of power in this world, right? You want to have riches. You see? You want to be that guy. So you took that bag from Esau, Edom, and you pushing false doctrine. You see, not even knowing that you destroying yourself and all those that follow you, man. You see, and of course, we know the scriptures also say that a gift destroyeth the heart. So just the same as them pork chop eating pastors are up in the pulpit in these churches, lying to our people, not telling them the truth. Hey, well, guess what? You have a lot of leaders in Israel that are doing the same very thing because they sold out. Okay. European central bankster Christine Lagarde admits that without CBDCs, central bankers run the risk of losing their power. Megalomaniacal technocrats such as Lagarde have every intention of phasing out cash altogether. People will be forced to use CBDCs whether you like it or not. You see, so this is an agenda that's going to be put in place whether you like it or not. And of course, everybody is not going to be with this. Of course, you are going to have rebellions. You're going to have people that are going to buck up against this system. But it's, that's only going to happen for so long. Because when they cut off the food and when the power goes out and you destitute and you just out here left to the wolves, and they come and say, hey, we have the solution to your problems. Just take this Neuralink, take this Wallermore implantable chip, and this can all go away. A lot of people is going to fold to that. All right, especially when they start introducing the guillotine, death penalty, and they gonna tell you, yeah, we're gonna throw you in jail if you don't take this, or whatever the case may be. A lot of people is gonna fold, man. You see, but let's check this Edomite out real quick.
There is clearly an aspiration, a desire for digital payments, much more so than it was in the past, and this is growing. We are now, in the surveys that we've conducted across the 19 members of the euro area, we have more than 50% of the respondents who say we want digital payments. Well, less use of cash, demand for secure and riskless payments. Where do we stand? We central bankers, we have been operating as a monetary anchor in relation to the commercial banks and the private money. If we are not in that game, if we are not involved in experimenting, in innovating in terms of digital central bank money, we risk losing the role of anchor that we have played for many, many decades. And we have historical examples of period where the central bank monetary anchor was not there, and that precipitated crisis after crisis. That certainly was the case at the time of the free banking in the 19th century. Do we want to go back to those days? Probably not. I would say certainly not from our vantage point, as a result of which we have to respond to the demand for those digital payments in order to maintain the role of anchor that we have.
So bottom line, these devils see that their power is waning, that their kingdom is coming to an end. So they're about to put these unrighteous decrees into place. They're going to tell you, if you don't have this CBDC at first, of course, the CBDC and the micro C-HIP are going to go hand in hand. But the CBDC is going to come out first. You know what I'm saying? But then they're going to mandate the chip, and you're going to have to get that. And the CBDC is going to be tied to the chip, man. Everything about you, how old you are, your medical history, your criminal history. You know what I'm saying? If you've been juiced up, all that is going to be known from you having this chip inside you. It's going to have everything about you on that chip. Okay, and once again, this goes into them being like the Most High, wanting to know and be everywhere. You see, they trying to establish a pseudo blessing upon the earth. Okay, that's really what they trying to do. All this is to gain back the birthright. But see, it's all going to be to no avail. It's all going to be in vain. You see, because the Lord, of course, these devils are going to get, they are going to have some success with this, but they're not going to be able to fully realize their agenda. Okay, because the Lord is going to disappoint them at the last and destroy their red asses, man. All right. But yeah, this is coming upon the earth. We're in some very serious times right now. It's not the first time Lagarde has admitted the elite are planning to roll out CBDCs to control humanity. In April last year, she was tricked into confessing to prank callers that plans were underway for a digital euro that will include strict monitoring and control of the transactions that people can make. And this ain't no prank. See, this ain't no game. They may set these things up like it's a prank and it's a game, but this is really what they want to bring forth. This is really what they want to do, man. They want to control every single thing upon the earth. Again, this is why there's a war on real food. They giving you lab-grown meat. They giving you cricket burgers. All right, beetle burgers, man. They are controlling the narrative of even what they got going on, because they've already been exposed. The cat is already out the bag. People see what these devils got going on, man. You have multiple whistleblowers and underground media platforms that are exposing what these devils are doing every single day. So they're losing the war on information. This is why they're going to have to shut down the internet. This is why they're going to have to cause a blackout and blame it on the Houthis. All these things that they're going to do, they're going to blame it on an outside entity. But you see, you can read this article and see that this is really them. Okay, these orders are really coming down from the top, man. But you see, they need to have a boogeyman. They need to have somebody they can blame it on to take the heat off of themselves. But you see, the wicked have already been exposed, man. Job 9:24, the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. This is who these people are. Okay, these damn Edomites, man. Okay, because when you look at the World Health Organization, when you look at the WEF, the European Central Bank, Klaus Schwab, who are these people? They're all Edomites. You see? All these people are Edomites, man. So this is the wicked of the earth. This is the wicked, man. The vessels of wrath fitted for destruction. All right. Here at the People's Voice, we've been warning for years that this day is fast approaching. And guess what? The prophets, the men of the Lord, was warning of these things even before the People's Voice TV even existed, man. Okay, because all these things go back to biblical prophecy. And the Lord put the Spirit on his men to proclaim these things since the very beginning. Okay, the Apostle John saw this on the island of Patmos. He was seeing a vision of the last days, and he saw the mark. Okay, the Apostle John saw the rice grain. Okay, he saw people putting the rice grain in their brain and in their right hand or their left hand. It don't matter. But he saw that, man. And the prophets have been raised up again today to proclaim these things. You see, cash is banned and replaced with central bank digital currency. It will be stored in a digital wallet you can only access with your digital ID. And look, they already doing this. If you got any kind of smartphone, you have what is known as a digital wallet, right? You have a wallet on your phone. So yeah, if you just so happen to not have cash on you, or you forget your card inside the house, you can just pull your phone out, tap and pay, and you go about your business. Okay, they got the Amazon one where you can pay with your palm, and that's going to tie directly in with the mark. Okay, because once you get that chip, you're going to have to hold it over the reader to pay for whatever you want to buy. The infrastructure is already set up. So once again, why do you have certain guys in Israel that refuse to speak on this thing, that continue to teach the false doctrine, even though it's obvious, man? Look, you got Christians that can see that this is the mark. You have worldly people that don't even believe in the Bible that can see that, yo, this is what the Bible was talking about. But once again, a gift destroyeth the heart, man. Okay, but look, all them guys, if they don't repent, they're going to be destroyed. Okay, because they've led the flock astray. All right. The state monitors every transaction and has full control over what you spend your money on. Personal carbon tracking on your purchases, severely limiting your freedom and only allowing you to live a 15-minute city lifestyle. That's what they want. Okay, they want you to be in these 15-minute cities that's going to be run completely by AI, where you're going to have universal basic income. You're not going to have a job. All right. And you're going to be given a VR headset, okay, which you're going to live your reality through. And they showed you that in the Matrix. Okay, they're creating a world in which you're not even going to live in the real world. Okay, you're going to live through a headset, while the elites, they get to enjoy the earth. Okay, they get to enjoy the fruits of the earth. Okay, well, you're going to live in a Matrix. All right, which, hey, pretty much a lot of people already live in the Matrix, man, but it's about to get to the next level. You see, last month, Trump promised to outlaw the use of CBDCs, as it would, quote, give the government absolute control over your money. And they trying to, put up Trump like he's against his agenda. No, Trump is controlled opposition, man. You see, Trump is not working on his own. Like, this man became the president. So you can't tell me that he's not aware of these things. You know what I'm saying? Trump is in on it too. But of course, he's set up to be that opposition to what they got going on. You see what I'm saying? But he's working hand in hand with the elites. Okay, he's working hand in hand with the WEF. All right, make no doubt about it. So let me go to 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 31. And they that use this world is not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. So yeah, what you have come to know and love in this world is all passing away. Okay, being able to have a job and travel to and fro and go about your leisure day to day, not having to worry about, nobody, running up on you. The days where you could freely draw money from your bank account and life was all good. The fashion of this world is passing away. This is clear to see. All right. This is why so many people right now are mourning, because they see that their life that they used to have is not the same no more. And it never will be the same. It's not going back to how it was pre-2020. We're in a new day and age. Okay, we're at the accelerated end of the rulership of the heathen. Okay, this is the end of the rulership of Esau, Edom. And it's going to come with much tribulation. It's going to come with temptation, man. Okay, which that MOTB, that's going to be a part of that temptation amongst many other things. So it's the time now. This is what the man of the Lord has been telling you, to gird up our loins, all right, and put on the full armor of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, that we may be able to withstand the wiles of the devil, to be able to withstand the wiles of this beast system. because you can't save yourself. All right, I don't care how much food you got stored up. I don't care how much guns and ammo that you got. You can't save yourself from what's coming. You gonna need Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Bottom line, point blank, period. And if you ain't talking about that, then you ain't talking about nothing. You see? So, hey, man, the true believers, our faith is going to be put to the test. And when you think about it, the scriptures say that all things written aforetime was written for our learning. Okay, you think about at the time of the when we were in captivity under the Babylonians, and King Nebuchadnezzar gave that decree. You said, hey, when I blow these musical instruments, and whoever doesn't bow down, they're going to be thrown into the fiery furnace. So basically, at that time, everyone was made, the whole world was made to bow down to the image of the beast, and only the 3 Hebrew boys did not bow down to that image. And their punishment, their judgment was what? To be thrown into the fiery furnace of adversity. But what happened? See, Yahweh Shai was in there with them, man. Okay, so yeah, they had to go through the tribulation. They had to go through the temptation because they were tempted with bowing down to that image. But they kept their integrity. They kept their faith in the Lord. And of course, the Lord delivered them from the said evil. So, looking at that story, we understand that the hopeful elect are in the stead of those 3 Hebrew boys, man. Yeah, we are going to have to go through the fire, but it's not to destroy us. It's not to, it's not for our judgment. Ultimately, this is to try our faith and ultimately make faith through Yahweh Bashim Yahushai manifest to all the other nations, man. Because the only ones that's not going to bow down to this system, the only ones that's not going to bow down to this mark are the elect of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. The rest of the world, they're going to fall in line. Okay, because these people are of this world anyway, so they're going to gravitate towards what they know, which they don't know the Most High. See, they don't have a spirit inclined towards Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Their spirit is inclined towards carnality. Their spirit is inclined towards things of this world. But spiritual things, they don't understand. You see? So look, man, we understand that the Lord is with us. We don't have nothing to fear. These things must come to pass according to prophecy. But our faith in the Lord is going to get us through it, man. And ultimately, we're going to be good. See, we're going to be the last, men and women left standing, man. Everybody else, they going to get done in. You understand? And I'll bring this article out. This is from Australia, right? This is from Kickstart Queensland. Worldwide rollout of digital ID, because right now in Australia, they rolling this thing out as we speak. And remember back during the CB19 where they was actually locking people up in Australia that didn't get the juice. You know what I'm saying? They actually put them people in camps, man. So we see that Australia, this is like a main testing ground for the elites. And they also rolling out digital IDs in Kenya as well. So, hey, man, this thing is coming sooner than what you believe. It's already here. The infrastructure is already set up. Don't be deceived. Okay, Yahweh Shah said in Matthew 24 to take heed that no man deceive you, man. All right? So we telling you the truth. We don't have to do these videos. See, we don't have to warn, man. But ultimately, this is for whosoever will hear or they will forbear. But the point is that you heard. So you're not going to be able to say or use the excuse of, oh, I didn't know and nobody never told me. No, you heard and you knew, but you didn't trust in the Lord. So therefore, that's going to be on your judgment. This could be your last chance to hold power to account. Don't blow it, Australia. All over the world, governments are fast tracking the imposition of tyrannical digital ID laws on their citizens. Digital ID laws have already been rammed through some of the smaller countries. Governments in those countries are now bent on coercively forcing their citizens to accept them. Yeah, so they're going to coerce you, okay? Through crime, through chaos. Look at what's going on with this whole migrant thing. That's going to be used as a catalyst to push this digital ID, because they're going to be like, look, we got all these people coming over here. All these terroristic acts are going on. We you know what I'm saying? We don't know what's going on. So we need to impose this digital ID so we can know who's who. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is a safety measure. And it says what? By peace and safety shall they destroy many. All right. So this devil, man, he's very crafty. And if you're not plugged into the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you will be deceived by what's about to come. All right. But all kinds of chaos and hell are going to be brought about to justify the implementation of this beast system. All right. You have to know that. Digital IDs have already, 73 million Nigerians, for example, had access to their mobile phones cut off recently. So there you go. If you don't agree or if you don't bow down to the beast, you're going to be cut out from society. You're not going to be able to participate in this world. This is what's coming, man. So you got to know where you stand right now. Do you stand with Yahweh Shem Shai, or do you love this world? And let me tell you, if you love this world, you're going to die with this world, man. You see, because once them missiles begin to be shot off and World War III pop off, you ain't going to be beamed up. See, you're going to be left down here to burn in the lake of fire, man. That's what's going to happen to you if you don't repent. Okay? When they refuse to comply with the new laws. Countries like New Zealand, Canada, UK, and Singapore all have digital ID bills before Parliament or will have soon. The EU's digital ID was modeled on WEF's Digital ID 2020 and has been sold to Europeans as reducing red tape, safeguarding privacy, and making life easier. So what did I just say? In the name of peace, okay, the scriptures actually say that by peace they shall destroy many. Okay? People are going to say, oh, peace and safety, then what? Sudden destruction. 1 Thessalonians 5:3. So the scriptures don't lie, man. Okay? The scriptures say that whatsoever goeth forth from the Lord's mouth does not return void, roughly paraphrasing. So the prophecy is speaking loud and clear. See, we're actually at a point where, we shouldn't even have to tell you what's going on, man. Like, you should be able to see and know, like, okay, this is where we at. You see what I'm saying? Because, hey, listen, we continuously do the same, lessons over and over and over again. And yeah, we do sound like a broken record, but this is prophecy progressing, man. Okay, whenever we see that prophecy gets to a point and it progresses, yeah, you know what I'm saying, we have to report the progress on that certain prophecy. Okay, but that's where we at. It will make citizens completely powerless against governments and big corporations, one horrified MEP said. We think it's incredibly creepy. In France, Macron announced digital ID the minute he was safely elected. The pretext he chose to sell it on was stopping illegal immigration. You can't make this up, okay? But who opened the borders, though? Who opened the borders for all these migrants to come in and cause this chaos? Who created all these policies? It's Esau. It's the Edomites. The wicked of the earth, man. So listen, this goes into that order, ab chaos, order, create the chaos, you bring the order. It's very simple. According to French president, forcing workers to apply for government authorization in order to get a job in France will stop illegal migrants from flooding our borders and taking our jobs. But you allowed that, though. You allow these people to come in and flood the borders. You allow them to come in and take jobs. You allow them to crash the economy and cause violence and chaos. These people coming over the borders, man, a lot of them are military-aged men that are agent provocateurs of chaos. That's why they've been brought here. They being given money. They being given cell phones. They being given housing, all kind of stuff, man, because they're waiting for an order. All right. And that order is going to cause a purge-like scenario in America and in the Western world in general. Okay. Because this border crisis ain't just happening in America. It's also happening in Europe. Mainly what it's talking about here in France. So the answer is that these digital IDs are going to protect us from terrorists. Okay, this is going to help us to identify who is who and what they're doing. Okay, because we need to know everything about who's in our nations, right? So this technocratic society is going to be the solution to that. But it won't just be illegal immigrants who are forced to biometrically authenticate in order to hold a job. It will be every worker in France, and it's coming to America. DARPA and Microsoft have put together something called the Coalition for Content Provenance and Authentication to be incorporated into digital ID. It prevents anyone from buying a home, renting anything, buying a car, traveling, etc. without authorization by the government. So, matter of fact, let me just go to it, man. You see, because the scriptures are spot on. Revelation 13, and yeah, we'll start at 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So once again, either you're going to take the brain chip in your forehead, which is the Neuralink that Elon Musk is currently working on as we speak, and will be ready to roll out in a few months. All right. Or you're going to take the wallet more, or the other companies that make this insertable chip, which people already have, by the way. They're using it to get into their car. They're using it to get into their house, get into the office, buy things already, but it hasn't been mandated. Okay. So once he mandates this thing, this is when you're going to know that this is the MOT to the B. Okay. And it says in their right hand or in their forehead. So this is going to be something that's going to go inside of you. Okay, they were saying like since the 80s and the 90s, man, like, yo, the ultimate goal is to be under your skin. That's the ultimate goal. So them conditioning you for years to, get weaned off of cash and to use contactless payments, to use a digital wallet. This is all setting you up to accept the inevitable, to accept the ultimate goal, which is to be completely cashless and accept the MOT to the B. Verse 16, and he calls it all. Salakia, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So when you go back to the article here, it says it prevents anyone from buying a home, renting anything, buying a car, traveling, etc., without authorization by the government. Can't make this up. Posting online or accessing your financial, medical, welfare accounts will only be possible with a digital ID and a biometric authentication scan. So what's up with these guys teaching against this, man? Like, what's up with these guys teaching against what is clear to see through prophecy? We know what's up. We know what's going on. Posting, it's like the synchronicity and speed with which all this is being done is astonishing. Once again, they've sped up the agenda. They've cut it down from 2030 to 2025. They may even push it this year. Who knows? We just gotta wait and see. Virtually every country in the world is singing from the same song sheet on digital ID. Yeah, because all these leaders of these nations are Confederates. They all want the same thing. They're just warring at the top over the resources and who's going to have the most control. But they all want the same thing. This is why you have the BRICS and you have the Western-led coalition with America and the European Union, the dollar. But you see, both of these factions are setting up digital currencies. The BRICS, they going to have their digital currency, and the West, they going to have their digital currency. So they're all in. They all want the same thing. They're just warring at the top. All right. Australians should be distinguished, it should be discussed at their major parties' bipartisan support for such an unconstitutional, international, coordinated, top-down global power grab. And they should be. But see, at the end of the day, everyone is set up in their lot. See, everyone is set up in their lot to fulfill prophecy in these last days. So although they should be disgusted, they're not going to be, okay? Because the Lord has them in a certain spirit, man. All right. The Lord has them in a certain spirit to be in fear, and to ultimately they're going to bow down to the beast. Okay. They're going to worship that image, man. Okay. Because once again, they're of the world. So the things of the world they're going to gravitate towards, but the things of the spirit they're going to stay away from. You see? If we don't, there will be no stopping digital ID laws in Australia. Let's save what little freedom and sovereignty this country has left and break this corrupt and traitorous two-party paradigm once and for all. You see, and they're, they've been able to get away with this in Australia because the people over there, they ain't got no guns. But see, the real hurdle they have to get through is America, because here, everybody's strapped up. You see, these Americans believe in that constitutional right to bear arms and stuff like that. So that's why they kind of got to tread carefully in America. Like they kind of got to lean more towards deception. But Esau sees that deception is not working. His witchcraft and sorcery is not working anymore. So you know what? He's going to have to go to his last resort, which is the sword. Okay, which is his blessing. All right. When he can't deceive you no more, when he can't, speak smooth words unto you, he going to come with the sword. And this is where prisoners are going to come in. This is where the guillotine is going to come in. People getting their heads chopped off. You know what I'm saying? So we well understand what times we're in. And this is why, we are going to put on the full armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, that we are not susceptible to the wiles of the devil, because we see right through this stuff, man. You know, and it's a blessing that we're able to see and break these things down and warn our people, those that are truly inclined towards the Lord, to repentance. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing, but yeah, we are in some dangerous times, exciting times as well. A lot of stuff is about to come down, man. So with that, I'm gonna close out here. Hopefully this is edifying through the Rakakadash, and until next time, Lord willing.